everyone, myself Alicia Bawa, and my today's topic of discussion is whether the minors committing the crimes, heinous crimes, should be considered as a juvenile or not. So first of all, let us discuss who is a juvenile. A juvenile is a person who is very young, teenager, adolescent or underage. A juvenile can also be considered as a person who has not attained the age of an adult, in the sense that they are still childish or immature in nature. Now, the term child can also be interchangeably used for the term juvenile. Legally speaking, a juvenile can be referred to as a person who has not attained a certain age where he can be held liable for a certain criminal act committed by him like a normal adult person under the law of the country. Now, juvenile can also be called as a person who is below 18 years of age. This has a legal significance. Now, under the Juvenile Justice Act 2000, a juvenile shall not be treated as an adult even if he or she commits an illegal or a criminal act. Now, let us see what are the reasons for the juvenile crimes increasing day by day in India. Now, there can be various reasons for this criminal nature of the youth, but one can be peer pressure and this neighborhood. These two are the main reasons which influence the development of a child. Moreover, poverty can also be one of the reasons. Now, talking about the education. Although education plays a very important role in molding the future citizens, however, it somewhere lacks in the ability of holding the attention of non-bookish or non-academic individuals. And here it does contribute towards many cases of juvenile delinquency. Now, delinquents are those who consider study as a burden, and on being rebuffed, they turn towards the crime. Now, according to the NCRB, that is the National Crime Records Bureau, juvenile criminals under 16 to 18 years of age accounted for more than 60% of the crimes against minors committed in India in the year 2013. Now, let us talk about the present legislation that is considering these crimes in India. The Juvenile Justice Act 2000 lays down that the juvenile conflict with law or the juvenile offender should be kept in the observation home, whereas a child who needs care and protection should be kept in the child home till the time his proceedings are going on before a competent court. A juvenile can be detained maximum for a period of 3 years only, irrespective of the gravity of the offence committed by him. The Juvenile Justice Act 2000 provides immunity to the child who is less than 18 years of age at the commission of his alleged offence from a trial through criminal court or punishment under criminal law. The purpose of this act is to rehabilitate the child and to assimilate him or her in the mainstream society. But the rationale is that the child can be reformed because of his tender age and lack of maturity. So now, here it is the responsibility of the state to protect and reform the child. Now let us see what are the proposed amendments in the Juvenile Justice Act 2000. Recently, due to the major hue and cry in the public against the increasing number of cases committed by the juveniles, the government has decided to bring amendment in the Juvenile Justice Act 2000. So let us discuss what are the changes brought about by this amendment in the Juvenile Justice Act 2000. The first of them being, the proposed legislation will replace the Juvenile Justice Act 2000. It has also clearly defined and classified offences as petty, serious and heinous. Moreover, it is proposed that the heinous offences should be considered in a special manner. Therefore, the Juvenile Justice Board will first assess if the crime committed by a person was committed as a child or as an adult. The Juvenile Justice Board will also consist of psychologists and some special social experts, so that the right of a person is not harmed if the crime committed by him is committed as a child. Now, the trial of the case will also move on the basis of the board's assessment report that states that the crime committed by the person was committed as a child or as an adult. Now, coming to this conclusion, I would like to conclude it with an example. For example, you started feeding a hatchling. Hatchling, that is a baby snake. You started feeding him. You had a sympathy towards it because he has no mother or father, and you acted like one of them. Now he gets older but is still immature, and he bites you with his poison. This happened because it is its nature. How much care you take of that hatchling, it will never forget its nature of biting human with its poison. Similar is the nature of a criminal person or a criminal. Whatever society do for him, if he is by person a criminal, he is a person of criminal intent by nature. He will never forget it, and he will spread its wing and will bite with its poison to the society. Irony is that when a hatchling becomes older, he is also referred to as a juvenile. If we harbor such juveniles even when they return from the 3 years of detention, they will never leave its nature of biting and spreading the poison in the society. It is also pertinent to mention that the 90% of the crimes committed against the women today are committed by the juveniles. It is also pertinent to think that the juveniles committing offences like rape, the best example is the Nirbhaya Delhi rape case, wherein the juvenile is sent to correction home merely for 3 years. But are they really being corrected through this? I don't think so. Therefore, according to me, the minors committing heinous crimes should not be considered as juveniles, since we are eventually harboring a snake who would never leave its nature of inflicting the poison. A bite by hatchling may cause paralysis, but a bite by snake causes death. Therefore, similarly, when a juvenile commits a crime, he is sent to 3 years of detention when he is considered as immature. But when he comes out of the detention, that is, he comes into the society, he is fully adult, fully mature, just like a snake. And this time he will be committing a heinous offences and make the society a dead bed. I would like to say that don't let that snake to bite you again. That would eventually lead your death. So this was my opinion regarding the minors committing the heinous offences. They should be considered as a juvenile. I would also like to know your opinion. So do comment or write down in the comment section below. Thank you.